Hey friends, so I'm doing something a little unusual. I'm making a phone video, which I don't usually do, but I wanted to take a minute and tell you about the new tarot class that I'm offering. It starts in July, and it goes each Saturday in July from about 1 to 3:30 Eastern-ish. I say ish because sometimes it really ends at 3, but sometimes the conversation goes and we want to keep talking, so we keep going till 3:30. Oh my god. So it's called Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll, Tarot for Fun and Fortune Telling. It is balls to the wall tarot, but with kind of a kicky side. Not necessarily your kind of spiritual soul journey, but fun nonetheless. And if you read for others, or even for yourself, definitely important. We're going to talk about things that come up in tarot readings. We're going to talk about death in the first week, and we're just going to kind of deep dive into the idea of that as a metaphor, as a tarot card, as something that we in certainly Europeanized countries tend to have a really difficult relationship with. We'll talk about it from a spiritual standpoint a little bit, but we'll also talk about the idea of becoming worm food. We'll talk about whether it's appropriate or not to read on that topic and what we can actually see, what's predictable and what's not. So really, really fun. That week is called Don't Fear the Reaper. I think it's going to be really cool. It's nothing to be scared of. It's going to be fun. It's going to be sexy even, who knows. So that's gonna be awesome. Speaking of sexy, week 2 is called Let's Get It On, and it's all about tarot and sex reading. So are we reading like juicy details into someone's sex life? Are we showing them how to get it better? All kinds of things related to some of that, even how to explore people's kinks and unlocking maybe sexuality in their readings. It's something that I wish tarot readers talked more about, because I think it's I think people care more about it than maybe we say we do. And also it's a thing that I would say, certainly in the United States, that we have kind of a difficult relationship with, which is why they're the first two, sex and death. Kind of can't get one without the other in a way. In week 3, we're going to talk about gossip and truth, or figuring out, who's saying what, and is it true? How do we know what's true? And how do we know what's our own bias? How do we know we're not doing confirmation bias? Is gossip okay? Is there times where it's good? Is there times where it's bad? So we're going to explore gossip and rumors and truth and lies through the lens of being a fortune teller. What does that mean for us? What does it mean for the people we read for? And how can we know that we're actually seeing what's really going on? And then the final week is all about fame and fortune, applause, social media stardom, having your novel published and win a Pulitzer, all the kind of things that, again, modern life has taught us is both like really important and like totally shameful to think about. And that's really the kind of thing behind this whole workshop in these 4 weeks together, is to talk about the things we're not really allowed to talk about, the things that are fun to talk about, but that we sort of feel like we should be ashamed to talk about, or that we're scared to talk about. So that's going to be our 4 weeks together. I think it's going to be really cool. I'm also doing something I've never done before, which is allowing drop-ins. So if you want to just book one of those weeks or 2 of them because you're away the other 2 or whatever, you can book individual weeks as sessions for $40. The 4 weeks together is $100. So personally, I would buy the whole package and go when you can. But if you want to just drop in, you can do that. If you want the recording of the drop-in, I would try to attend. I just feel like there's a personal connection to the folks that are in the conversation. I don't love to release recordings of things where people weren't there, because who knows what comes up. But anyway, that's the class. You can find the link in my bio or on my website, tombenjamintarot.com, or on my Etsy shop. Join the fun. I think it's going to be really cool. I know it's going to be really cool. And judging by the last bunch of classes we've had, the conversation's really exciting. So looking forward to see you there. If you have any questions, reach out. Be good, and we'll see you in the Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll Tarot for Fun and Fortune Telling workshop. Amen.